This is back-breaking, bone-chilling work. Their task is simple: clear the road to the kingdom's first luxury ski resort. Deep in the North Korean mountains, on the slopes of Taehwa Peak, lies a gleaming ski resort. This is the brainchild of dictator and North Korean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un. In a country where the average citizen struggles to afford basic necessities, the ski resort's lavish hotels and offerings seem out of place. This glitzy complex holds deeper secrets about the totalitarian regime and the great divides that exist within North Korean society. Our story begins in the capital city of Pyongyang in 2011, when North Korea's new leader, Kim Jong-un, conceived a grand plan to build a world-class ski resort. Kim had developed a taste for skiing while studying abroad in Switzerland as a teenager. Now he wanted a ski resort to rival those in the West and neighboring South Korea. Against the advice of his aides, Kim plowed ahead, determined to create a showpiece resort that would drive tourism and showcase North Korea's greatness. Work began swiftly, with construction costs estimated at $40 million. The site chosen was a secluded, mountainous region over 100 miles from Pyongyang, deep in the rugged Taebaek Mountains. Resources and manpower poured in from across the country. North Korea's authoritarian state believes above all in juche, or self-reliance. Soldiers and citizens toiled around the clock under a patriotic and often enforced call to work under the slogan Masi Kriang Speed. Just 10 short months later, the lavish ski resort held its grand opening on New Year's Eve 2013. Kim Jong-un took the inaugural ski lift up the mountain to personally inspect the slopes. State propaganda hailed the resort as proof of North Korea's prosperous and progressive future. However, the story behind this resort is mired in controversy. Spanning over 3,000 acres, Masi Kriang boasts 9 main ski runs covering diverse skill levels, from gentle beginner slopes to an advanced slalom course. 6 ski lifts, including 2 gondolas, transport skiers up the resort's high alpine peaks. Chairlifts take parties of excited schoolchildren from chalets and the resort's main hotel for their first ski lessons. At the summit, visitors can warm up in a modern lodge stocked with equipment rentals and a cafeteria. Then it's time to hit the slopes, gliding through pristine snow and crisp alpine air. Groomed corduroy runs cut through evergreen forests down the mountains. With over 15 miles of mostly empty North Korean ski runs all to yourself, it just might be the world's loneliest ski resort. Ride up the high-speed Austrian-made lifts and gaze out at the mountain vistas surrounding you. But don't relax too much. You're likely to hear blaring propaganda music playing out across the slopes. As a foreign tourist, you'll be watched at all times by government minders, so wave and smile. The skiing is decent, with beginner and intermediate cruising runs, as well as a hardcore double black diamond mogul run to challenge you. Watch out for the ski patrol as they zip around watching for trouble on the slopes. Or maybe it's so they can arrest you for skiing off the approved trail map. After a long day carving tracks, you can try to relax at the massive on-site Masi Kriang Hotel. This imposing 11-story triangular building has over 120 rooms, an indoor pool, a karaoke bar, and more. The hotel interior is straight out of Switzerland, with wood-paneled rooms, marble floors, and penthouse suites overlooking the slopes, just with an omnipresent, eerie vibe of being watched wherever you go. A small village at the base caters to day trippers, with dining options, souvenir shops, and a winter park for children. Don't expect to explore or meet locals without everything being controlled and micromanaged around you. Enjoy cocktails at the Swiss-themed bars and restaurants, but you won't see many other tourists, as the hotel often sits completely empty, except for on-edge government guides and somber-looking resort staff. To construct it so rapidly, the regime exploited thousands of its own people, forcing soldiers and citizens to work manually in grueling conditions. Watchdogs accused North Korea of using prison camp slave labor, which allowed it to build the resort at such speed. While serious ethical questions plague Masi Kriong's origins, an even deeper question remains. Who actually gets to enjoy these lavish amenities within impoverished North Korea? Visitors fall into two main groups. The first is North Korean elites, privileged upper-class citizens, government officials, and their families. This select slice enjoys special access to the resort through state-sponsored trips. The second group comprises foreigners, mostly Chinese visitors, and tour groups, along with some Western adventure tourists. Signage around the resort is displayed in Korean, English, and Chinese, hinting at North Korea's hopes of attracting more international tourists and the foreign money that comes with it. Funding likely flowed from a mix of government coffers, tourism revenue, and black market sources. North Korea spends up to a quarter of its GDP on military expenditures, while illicit activities like counterfeiting and arms sales also enrich elites. Diversion of these funds to luxury amenities remains controversial given nationwide shortages of basic necessities like food, power, and medicine. Masi Kriong stands today as an unlikely monument to both progress and inequality within one of the world's most closed-off societies. If you're searching for a truly bizarre ski vacation and don't mind supporting a controversial regime, Masi Kriong just might be for you. Just remember to bow before the Kim statues and keep your propaganda smile on. This ski resort is like nowhere else on Earth. Do you think it's right to ski here? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join us for more by liking, subscribing, and hitting that notifications bell.